What up, YouTube family and the Maverick in the space again? Best and most credible, fair and fearless. Jamaica national senior football team, the Reggae Boys. For the past about 2 World Cup cycles, could be more, you know. Could be 3 World Cup cycles. One of the areas of our team where we always a struggle to find the right personnel is that crucial era of the central defensive midfield. In a modern football, them call him the number 6. Me call it the pivot of the football team. That is where the offense rotate around it and the defense rotate around it. It is like what them call an inverted sweeper. Him the right in front of the defense and right. Him like the start and the igniter for the offense. So it's a really pivotal position and it take a special kind of skill set and temperament to play that position. But there's no doubt in our debating the importance of that position in a modern football. And Jamaica struggle to find a good number 6. You remember that glorious 98 team? We're going to go there again. Yes, you have to live with it. Peter Cargill didn't make that role them own. He used to control it like so. He was a coach on the field. He was a maestro in that role there for the 98 team who qualified for World Cup. And of course, he would have a backup in Chris Dawes, who was quite efficient in that position there ways, but he was a younger player and more of an understudy for the experienced Peter Cargill. Coming up through the years now, last World Cup cycle we try Aka. You remember Aka? Tapa Goffey, Javon Watson out of retirement. Carry him complete central defensive mid. After him try a whole political player and him never satisfied. And after a while now, Aka people start complaining about Aka. We see a man named Anthony Grant, one journeyman baller from up in England, them carry him come, put him down the center of the park. Yeah, me not gonna lie, Anthony Grant did start win the hearts of the Jamaican football public because he was a real warrior in the position. And he would play the role well whenever he did call upon. But he never last night because he is a veteran. We come to Kevin Lambert, come to this campaign, this World Cup campaign now. We try Latimer there. In a couple of games in the Nation League, as me did a look for a solution to the problem too. Me say Damian Low, and in short order, me say Algrim said try Damian Low at the position. And it worked for a minute. But somehow, Damian has been reverted to his center position. So the search is still on. McLaren come, and he look for the central defensive mid too. He put Latimer there for play there. But Latimer there, although him willing, and he work hard, him is not that guy. We carry a man named Isaac Hayden. Just come in the last window, playing at the position. The verdict still out for Isaac Hayden. What you want now? How them make it look so hard? Me don't understand how them make it look so hard between McLaren and the rest of the technical team up at JFF. When you see Richard King come on the field in the match the other day against USA, when you see how Richard King look, how long you hear people, especially people around local football, opposite say, Richard King fear get some playing time in the Jamaica team. And it is simply the fact that Richard King is playing his football locally, why he can't force himself in this Jamaica team. And watch the irony about it now. You see when them throw Richard King on the field the other day against USA, a rubbish time them a give me now. Because we three love them. So them just make a fling on someone and give them some experience. The man come on the park. And the man was the epitome of composure. The man picked some passes where some baller play for Jamaica for 5 years and can't pick a pass like that. Let me tell you something about Richard King. Richard King talk it out time out, you know. Me interview him one day on the radio, you know. Richard King say, "I'm kick my football, you know." When you meet, say, he's a center of him play, you know. He's the captain of the champion club, Cavalier. And he plays center half for Cavalier. He come through the Clarendon College system. Richard King tell me on the radio, so he not kick my football. He's a center half, I tell you that, you know. That means whenever he gets possession of the football, he not look for bang it upfield. He might look for pick a pass. And that is invariably how he plays. He has size. He have a high football IQ. He can pick a pass. He is a natural defender, so therefore he can defend. I don't see how is rocket science. Say in a team where we can't find an efficient number 6. And Richard King must be the number 6. I know there's this perennial thing where them have against local base players. Say they're not fit enough. But I put it to you that for play that number 6 position, Richard King, despite him being a local base player, for play in that role at central defensive mid, the kind of poise and ease with which Richard King execute him game, him not have enough fitter than him is right now for playing a central defensive midfield. But me don't see how it is such a no-brainer say a Richard King for play number 6 in Jamaica. Me don't know if like how McLaren put him on the field and me hear him singing praises in the post-match interview. Say, yo boy, he was brilliant and he picked some beautiful passes and he was really great on the park. They would have liked to see the next game where we play. You put Richard King at number 6. Because a lot of people here can't play number 6 like Richard King. We see a couple games of Isaac in. He can't play number 6 like Richard King. Richard King is a defender, you know. And he has his strengths, apparently, when you look at him play. He plays more like an attacking player. So that are the perfect qualities for your number 6. And he's a good foil for somebody like Latimer there. We are going to do a ruffle and a tumble and a rough and a ban up the man in the middle of the park. Richard King will pick up the scraps off a Latimer there hard work and pick the pass. He also arrives in dangerous areas and score goals as well. But this is such a no-brainer. You know, sometimes I wonder how is it that pundits and people who are watching football, observers, all fans we are watching football, can see some things where look the coach and we are working with the player them can't see. Because it is obvious. So we are struggling to find a good number 6. Richard King can't get in a Jamaica team because the coach have him preferred centre half them. We can argue whether or not because he's a player Jamaica. Me feel it's because he's a player Jamaica why I'm not playing that team. But even then, you're there training with the youth. You give him some playing time. You see how the man execute under pressure. Then we perfect number 6 people. With number 6 problem solved. If the man them really want to solve it. Richard King look like a veteran. The way how him play. And him demeanor and the level of leadership him have up on the football field. But if he's just 22-year-old, you know, he's going to be 23 at the end of November. So he's a young youth. The only thing I go against Richard King is because he don't play in football outside of Jamaica. But if you're talking about technical qualities and technical skill, Richard King is also one of the most versatile players on that Jamaican roster. He can play left back, right back, centre half, but we don't want him to play every position. We want to designate him our CDM, the number 6. Plant him in another position there. I don't understand how it's so hard. How we can see it at McLaren and Marion Garden, them can't see it. Them don't even want to try the man in a number 6. Remember when the idea did come up to try Damian Lowe in a number 6. Me did go to Damian Lowe himself one day, you know. See him after one game and out up a stadium and go to Damian and say, Damian, you know, say you play number 6 instead of that there. This was during the Canada tie in the Nations League, you know, when we go up to go beat Canada, you know. I remember when we go up to go beat Canada, where Damian Lowe did go up on the field go play in a number 6, how pivotal he was in winning them ball. You know, says after me have the conversation with Damian Lowe. Me understand, say, if he on the bench, you know, and him go to the coach and say, coach, put me in a central mid, you know. And so said, so done. Then why we outer, why the Maverick outer can see them thing there? And Algrim Cinema get millions of dollars a month. And can't say, make me try this. Why we are look on it now and say, yo, a Richard King for play central defensive mid for Jamaica, you know. Why we can see it before the coaching staff even think about to experiment with it or try with it? Why? Boy, I don't know, brother. A ABC though, 1, 2, 3. With central defensive mid problem solved. What you want now is a cover theme. You can make Isaac here in the cover theme. But a king for starting our central midfield. It's king tall and imposing to, you know. Him not physically, you know, him not that physically big, but he's very tall. Him is like over 6 foot. So him have presence. So him going to win the head of them. A simple 1, 2, 3. Richard King for play with central defensive role. The argument done. So, yeah, you hear me, man? So, where this football thing, you know, so. To get me World Cup, you know. To get me World Cup, because I want to go World Cup. Maverick step in.